Well, hello my little snow bunnies. Today in this video, I'm going to be creating my very own I'm cold makeup look. I have been seeing this trend all over the place and I want to participate, okay? Because number one, I am cold, so this is so fitting because I'm always cold, always. And number two, I just freaking love makeup and it's so fun to try on new trends for size. I mean, some trends, it's like a little bit of a side eye, like what is that about? But other trends, it's like, ooh, let's test that out, let's play, let's see if we can incorporate even some of the things into our routine. And if we don't like it, guess what the beauty of makeup is? It washes off. So get your makeup out, come play with me, come try on a little I'm cold makeup look. I know some of y'all live in those wintry, snowy states and you can just walk outside and get this look, and that's a nice little life hack for you. How to get I'm cold makeup look. Step outside. But I live in SoCal and while I am freezing, it's probably 60 degrees outside. So it's not actually freezing. So I need to recreate it with some makeup products. And if you need to too, or you just want to see what the tea is, then subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Make sure your bell notification is also tapped on so you get notified when I post more videos. And let's go, boo. Boo. Okay, I've seriously been seeing this trend everywhere, and every time I see a new trend, I like roll my eyes like, oh, okay, yeah. And then I see it more and more, and then they grow on me. So if you're like me, you know, and maybe this is the first time you're seeing an I'm cold makeup look and you're like, what the heck is that? It's basically, I'll throw up some pictures, it basically just looks like you have like a little rosy, you know, pinkish sunburn from forgetting to put on your sunscreen because you think it's winter and you don't need to. You need to put your sunscreen on all the time. And also like frosty and icy and just like a kind of like that clean girl makeup look, but a little bit more iced out, like a little bit more of that white icy bluish cool tones. We're using a lot of cool tone pinks and stuff. So if you're a cool turn person, if that's your vibe, then this makeup look you're probably gonna love. I'm honestly usually a warm tone person, so that's why this is gonna be fun, because I'm gonna go outside the box. I feel like this is a cool tone brown hat. Almost looks more warm in my camera, but so this is what I'm gonna do first, okay? I already put on all my skincare and my sunscreen, but I'm going to put a juicy lip plumper on my lips because I want my lips to be as full and plump as possible. So we're gonna let my lips marinate with this whilst we apply everything else. This is the Too Faced, just the classic lip injection. It's an extreme plumper. This is more extreme than the extreme in my opinion, as far as intensity goes. So let's hold that on. Skip this step if you don't want to do it, but put on like a lip balm or something. Let's hydrate these puppies. Because in the winter, I'm so dry. That's why this look is kind of funny to me too, because everybody looks so fresh and hydrated, and that just isn't my life in the winter. I'm so dry. So we need to overcompensate for that in this video. We need to make it as dewy as possible. So with that said, I'm gonna do a glossy eyebrow. I'm gonna throw on the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's that brow freeze type of product. First, I'm gonna throw on my brow pencil. It's the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. Fill it all in, and then I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Brow Lift and smooth everything out and give that laminated look, because again, I feel like that was the vibe in all of the looks that I saw. Okay, my brows look a little extra grouchy today, a little Oscar-y, a little Oscar the Grouchy poo, but I clean it up when I do my eyeshadow and then I'll refill it in a little bit. But man, do I need to trim my brows. They like, you never know, they look like tiny little thin pencil thingies, and then I spread out the hairs and it's like boom, here I am. But anyways, let's go in with the base makeup first. I'm gonna look a little dopey-ish as I push my little furry top beanie back. I'm gonna use today the IT Cosmetics Nude Glow. This has to be my favorite foundation of the year. Like, it is so beautiful. So we're gonna be using that. Before I apply that though, I'm going to apply some primer. Honestly, I don't need to use primer with this one necessarily, but I'm going to use a little bit of concealer on my cheeks, and I'll tell you why. Let me slather this. It's just the Winky Lux little whipped primer, just because it's a little hydrating and it smooths out my pores a little bit. I'm really focusing on the cheeks here. Look, at all I need to do is rub my face a little bit, and then I got that little cold pinkish look. So the primer is because I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me concealer serum just to cover up the discoloration on my cheeks. I usually do this for full glam, but because I want to keep this more of a tinted look, I'm not going full glam, but I want to make sure my cheeks have enough coverage on it. Does that make sense? Because I still want to look really fresh-faced, but I don't want it to be as intense. So let me throw this on. Obviously, you can also skip this step if you do not have a lot of discoloration on your cheeks like I do. Or you could go in like wherever you need a little extra coverage and put it on first. Let's look at what a difference that makes. And I like this because it's such a serum-y product that it it goes on very smoothly and very easy for such a large area. And I am opening up my new fresh bag of beauty sponges. This is from Shop Miss A, the AOA Studio Papa Wonder Blender in the super soft sponge type. I love these sponges. I bought a million of them, but they just had them on sale during Black Friday Cyber Week. So I picked these up because they were $7 for the pack of 6. Normally $10 on Amazon. Through their site, it's even cheaper, but shipping takes like 3 weeks. So Amazon is next day. I got these, so I'll link them down below. $10 is still a good deal, but make sure you follow me because I post about them when they go on sale too. Instagram at ashleyellix, or even my community tab here on YouTube. But anyways, I'm gonna go dampen this blender and we'll get to blending. Okay, so let's throw this right on just like that, just the old school drip it on kind of way. And let's get to blending. This is another reason why I love this foundation so much. It's so versatile. I can either use my fingertips, I can use a sponge, I can use a brush. So by using the sponge, I'm getting like a light to medium coverage, which again, I kind of want my freckles to pop through. I might even add some faux freckles or redraw them on. I'm gonna pair my favorite glowy concealer with it, and it's the Milk Makeup Future Fluid Concealer. So underrated. More people need to be talking about this. More people need to be trying this so they don't discontinue it. I really like this one. The only thing is, like, it does get kind of gunky in the lid just because of the way that this is shaped, but I'm willing to look past it because it is so beautiful. And this is like almost a couple shades too light for me, as you can see, but I want that for this look because all these looks that I saw, like, it's very like not whited out, but that area is light. It's almost like you had your snow goggles on, you're snowboarding or you're skiing, you had your goggles, and then you're left with that like rosy little sunburn and like raccoon eyes. That's what all those blush trends look like to me, that has the blush like over the nose. It's like, oh, you have raccoon eyes. That is what we used to call people that had a sunglass burn. But anyways, this whole area is, you know, lightened up. And I'm gonna put it everywhere else, but I would normally put it down the center of the face. And instead of using my sponge for this, I am gonna go with the brush because I want this to maintain a little bit more coverage. The problem is if you use a matte concealer with a glowy foundation like this, I notice it does kind of look strange in person because you have such a glowy base going on, and then you have like matte under the eyes where it looks dry. We want to look dewy and fresh, like I said. Also note that this Milk concealer is more of a medium coverage concealer. So what I'm doing after I blended everything out is I added a little bit more on my inner corners and outer corners where I have some darkness. I'm gonna let that kind of set, you know, set down almost, and then I'll blend it out once it's a little bit more dried down. That kind of makes it a little bit more full coverage. I don't have to layer it, but honestly, I blended it out before I remembered where I wanted to let it set for a little bit, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do that. And in the meantime, while it sets down, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Finally got my hands on it, Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Tested it out against the Charlotte Tilbury. I honestly think that it could be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury because, I mean, I don't have the best experience with the Charlotte Tilbury one anyways, but I feel like this is pretty on par with that one. I do still like my Auric Glow Lust better, but it's not like hugely different where I could justify paying such high price points when I could spend $15. Anyways, I'm doing this on the high parts of my cheeks. Feel free to do this as your base if you want to, if you really want an extra glow, but I felt like that foundation is glowy enough. But if you have this and you don't have that glowy of a foundation to use or tinted moisturizer, go in with this first and then whatever foundation you want, and it can change it or even mix it in. You could do that. We could always have what we make work. I'm gonna take this little brush and pat it out. Now I'm going to throw on my Milani Conceal and Perfect Liquid Contour. Throw it right here. I think this shade, I decided I need like a smidge bit darker because I do love the formula, but I think the one that's a little bit darker is more red tone. I have to double check that though. And then I'm going to go in and blend that out. I'm not doing like, I don't want it to do a heavy contour anyways though, so we're keeping it really light with the cream contour today because it is not about the bronzer or the contour. Obviously, it's not a summer look. This is a winter look. I'm cold, not warm, but that shade is very cool tone bronzer, so it's great for this. And then let me blend out the nosy poo. And I think that this is dry enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this little tiny Real Techniques blush. It's like the dark spot correcting blush or brush or whatever. And I'm just gonna gently do this. Yeah, and because that shade is so light, it's giving that icy inner corner, which is exactly, yes, exactly what I want. It was gonna tell me that I didn't blend out the highlight on my chin, huh? Huh? Why didn't you tell me? I thought we were friends. That's when I wish we were live. Like, hey girl, just blend that out. Let's go in with the Rare Beauty blush, okay? Thank you so much, whoever gave me this tip when I did this first try on when I got it during the first Sephora sale of winter, because there's a bunch now. They told me, put it on the back of your hand and then dip in with your sponge and blend it out that way. Because I was going in straight away, and then it kind of took away some of my foundation and stuff, which I didn't like that. So I was comparing it to the Charlotte Tilbury one, and for the first time ever, Charlotte Tilbury won something, and I liked it better. But this time, I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna go blush heavy, okay? We're gonna go ham on the blush. We're gonna go hog wild on the old blushy poo, because that is the blush look for this. And I don't usually like it over my nose, but I tried this yesterday and it kind of worked. I kind of liked it. Someone I did see put it on the tip of their nose and then freckles and stuff, and it was a kind of deer moment. It was a little Rudolph moment, and it's cute, but it's not the look that I'm going for today, okay? So I'm gonna take this. I always get nervous with this blush because it's so intense. And this is the shade Happy, by the way, that I got in the little trio. Like right now, if I left it like that, see, doesn't that literally look like I forgot to put sunscreen on and I was like on the slopes all day and I got sunburn. I'm gonna take it all here. This better freaking blend out. And take my clean side of my sponge. Yeah, see, we're blending. It's going. Trust the process. I'm gonna dip some more onto the outer portions of my face, my cheek area. Yeah, it's definitely going so much better with a sponge than either a brush or putting it on my face. Dipping it is the tricky. So if you're having trouble with the Rare Beauty blush, hopefully that helps you too. Well, some people like put it all the way up here. How does that look? I mean, my beanie's gonna cover it anyways, doesn't matter. But if you were to do that, I think that's cute. It looks really crazy right now. I look really crazy, but again, we're gonna trust the process. Put a little bit more right here on the bridge of my nose. That's better, right? Like right there. Maybe I put it up too high before. I think not the tip and not the hook, not the, just right above tip of the nose, a little below the middle. That's a little bit better. Okay. We're trusting the process. We are. But I'm gonna use something. I think I'm gonna take my Too Faced concealer just right here. I think I went up too high. Let me correct it a little bit. It's bugging me. Like, it emphasizes the fact that I'm a human and I have eye sockets. How dare they? And I'm gonna put it up here too, because I think that's a little up too high, a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. That's much better. I'm a little bit more comfortable with that. See, we're adjusting, we're blending, we're being flexible here. We're trying the technique, but making it work for our faces, you know? What works for me might not work for you exactly. Everybody looks so cute in that blush, but I just can't take the like emphasize of my circles. It's not even that I have dark circles necessarily. It's that, like I said, I'm a natural human. I'm a natural human. I'm a human that has an eye socket that is a little bit more pronounced. So you could see like that shelf of my, I guess, fatty tissue and thin skin. That sounds gross, but that is what it is. Okay, I'm done putting the entire bottle of blush on my face. Let's powder, but hear me out because we don't want to make it matte. So I'm gonna use my Jouer Soft Focus and Hydrate Setting Powder. I have the fair shade. I broke it after I fell in love with it, like after I've had it for like 2 days, and I repressed it, but it's fallen apart again. So I'm gonna try to be gentle. I'm gonna take my powder puff, whatever these are called. This is a Tati Beauty, but she doesn't make them anymore. I gotta find a dupe because I need some more. And I'm gonna press it in, tap it off. This is such a glowy powder. Re-tap out the under eye in case it creased on me while I was talking and applying the other stuff. And I'm gonna gently press it on because I don't like a sticky face, okay? Said it before and I'll say it again. If you want to walk around with your face being a little tacky, it doesn't bother you, you do you. You don't need to do any powder. But for those that need it but still want to be glowy, try this powder out. It's so beautiful. Or if you're just dry, oh, I can't say that it's photography friendly. I haven't tried it yet. I have a feeling you get flashback, but for a real life, real person, day to day, try it. It's so good. And I also don't want to go too ham because I don't want to lose too much of that blush, right? We just did all that hard work. We don't want to dissolve it, but it is nice because it is diffusing it. It's making it look really natural, especially in person. It just looks like I was outside and I was a little cold and I got a little rosy. And isn't that the point of this look? We're getting that mission accomplished. We're getting to our goal here. Okay, I'm going in now with my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer because it's like almost like a taupey bronzer. It's not that warm because this is the shade Sunlight, the first one. So if you want to add a little bit of bronzer, just grab one in your collection that isn't too warm. I know a lot of bronzers tend to be warm. Just look through really quickly because I need a little bit of depth in my face. Like that's good. Like just a little bit, you see? Bring some life back. I know we're looking for an icy look, but I don't want to be too washed out. I'm not trying to be washed out look. There's a difference. We'll probably end up going in with more blush too. Let's do that. I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX Pink Dahlia blush. Hopefully this one's not broken. No. Perfect pinky cool tone blush. Again, whatever you got works in your collection. You shouldn't have to go buy a bunch of stuff just to create a new trend look. Go through your stash first and see what you got. I'm gonna take that. I lost a little bit up here. I don't want to put a lot because it's still peeking through in person. Almost on camera, I need to intensify it a little bit more so that way you guys can see it. But in person, it looks so pretty. I'm just gonna apply a little bit up here and then not even re-dipping. Let's go back in right there and on the nose. I'm gonna squish my brush a little bit so I don't take it up too far so it doesn't give that sunglasses look. Oh, that's cute. Is this growing on me? Is the blush look growing on me? Time and place. This look is the time and place for me. Let's apply some highlighter. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Aspen highlighter palette from BH Cosmetics because it's literally the most perfect. I mean, they made it for like skiing. It's called a Priest and Aspirin. It's like a skiing bunny, snow bunny palette. BH Cosmetics, they're, you know, they filed for bankruptcy, Makeup Revolution bought them, and now I heard that Makeup Revolution isn't doing well. So is this palette still around? I don't know. It's definitely at TJ Maxx though. So if you're in love with this palette when I use it, check TJ Maxx because it's probably there for $5. But otherwise, again, look through your collection. I also was going to use the Kaleidos Moon Cruiser highlighter. It's like a blue tone highlighter, but I don't think I'm gonna. But this still exists. So check that out. I think I'm going to go in with Frosted AF first. Obviously, couldn't be more perfect. It's going to be very, very icy. And oh yeah, that is what we're going for, my boos. Look at that. The white out frosty highlighter. We're going to put it right on the Cupid's bow. Like we got a little bit of frostbite, just a little bit, just a scotch a bit. And on our nose too, we're gonna lose the tip of our nose. Doop, 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 doop. A little bit of frostbite for you. So cute. And the bridge of our nose too, up tippy top. Right there. It looks a lot, but I'm gonna blend it out, don't worry. So I'm gonna dust off that, and I'm gonna take my brush on the side and just kind of soften that a little bit. I need to put some, even though it's gonna mostly get covered, I'm gonna pop some right here on the high brow. A little right there too. Why not? I should have done a better job covering that pimple, but I didn't. Whatever. Then I'm gonna take Snow Angel, which is the blue shade, and put that on too, and focus it kind of more towards the center. Oh yeah, that's perfect. You're probably looking at me and you're like, girl, it's a little much. Don't worry. Don't worry. Because I'm looking at myself saying that too, but I'm going to fix it. Not that fix it. I'm going to soften it. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to take my Beauty Blender from earlier. Same one. Still slightly damp. I'm going to gently press it out. Makes the highlighter look a little less powdery too, and softens it a bit. I'm pressing, not swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, you see that? It just looks a little bit more one with the skin. But it's still, I mean, it's like a bluish icy highlighter, so it doesn't look natural. We're not going for that for the toppers though. You could really take this look so many different ways. I love that. You can make this more natural, neutral, soft look, or you can make it an icy Elsa Queen Ice Princess look. I'm gonna grab my setting spray. Use a Charlotte Tilbury Air Blush Flawless Setting Spray. There we go. Oh yeah. That really melts the powder back into the foundation. Love it. Okay, let's prime the eyes. I'm gonna use my ABH eye primer, which is bottom of the barrel here. Running low. I gotta find a dupe for that. Got to find a dupe. Okay, so for the eyes, there's so many ways you could take it, honestly. But what I'm going to be doing is taking my Odin's Eye Christmas Eve palette. This one is very blue tones. It's so pretty. And I'm going to be using this shade. It's more of a cool tone neutral, but I'm not going to go ham. I promise. I'm not. I know I do very dramatic eye looks a lot of times, but I'm going to just not. I'm going to do a soft neutral blend, and then we're going to add some iciness, obviously. Focusing it on the outer parts of the crease and the eye. See, very subtle, very soft, but it's going to be adding some dimension. And I even want to take a little tiny bit onto the lower lash line. Let's pull back out whatever highlighter you use to get that icy look. I'm going to pull out this Aspen one, and I'm going to take this brush and we're going to ice out the eyebrow too. Right there. Kind of focusing it more heavy, bring it down a little bit down here, and then bringing it out. Like, that's old school right there. That is a little throwback moment, right? I need to blend it out a little bit. Hang on. Blend, soften in between those two colors, because we want that icy look, but I don't want it to be like a shelf of ice. I don't want any icicles hanging from my brows. Perfect. Okay, and then, ooh, I'm loving this. For that really like bam look, I was like, ooh, let me pull out this REM Beauty. It's the only thing I've ever bought from the line, and it's banging. It is the metallic gel eyeshadow in the shade Touch. Let me show you this because it is so pretty. It is so pretty. It's very like tealy blue icy. Oh, it's already drying out. It's just like a Jelly Much shadow. Honestly, it's just like it, and it's even drying out like it does. Oh, dang it. That's okay. We're still going to use it though. Let me dig into it a little bit. Get to the fresh stuff. I kept the lid on too. Okay. I'm going to pop it on right here. Little goes a long way with this anyways. And I'm going to blast it out. We're going to bring it up a little bit. Like give that throw. Oh yeah. Hang on. Come closer. Don't be shy. Is that a little bit better? Yeah. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at my nails. Hang on. Kiss sent these to me in PR. Look at how freaking cute they are. Also, you see how dry my hands are? I'm telling you, I'm a dry gal, okay? I'm an alligator, especially in the winter. But anyways, Kiss sent those to me. I use their nails all the time. I love them, but I was so excited to get some more because I hadn't seen these in stores yet. And I love my Kiss nails. I glue them on. It's gonna be like that. Dang it, I wish this wasn't dried out. Because it's getting everywhere. Now it actually looked like it snowed on my face. I want to pop it on the inner crease too. Not inner crease, inner corner. What am I talking about? Inner corner. Yeah. That's icy, right? That's cold. I'm a little bit frostbitten in the best of ways, in the best spots. Oh, it's getting all chunky. Crap. I mean, honestly, now that I think I've had this for 6 months, just go with the Jelly Much shadows then, because this was like $20, whereas the Jelly Much are $8, and they both end up being the same thing. I was hoping this one wouldn't dry out because it was really wet at first. Oh, but it's so pretty. At least it's still workable, which is exactly what happens with Jelly Much shadows. Luckily, that dusted off just fine. Man, when that was good, it was good though. So I got a lot of use out of that little REM pot. I actually used it quite a bit, so it's okay. But anyways, I think for me and the eye look that I look like on my eye shape and everything, I want to add a little tiny bit of that neutral shade on the outer corners. But you do you, boo. You do you. Almost like a liner. Like that, just to deepen it up a little bit. A smoked out liner. How do you like that? What do you think? Do you think that's a good choice? I think so. Let me throw on some mascara real quick. I'm gonna use my CoverGirl Exhibitionist as per usual. And I notice like it's a lot of heavy mascara on the bottom lashes too. Okay. That is looking so cute. See, it's coming together. Ah, trust the pro. I really love this. I think this looks really pretty. I feel really pretty. I feel like a little snow bunny. I am going to probably end up putting lashes on. I don't know. The mascara heavy look looks good too. We'll see. I'll keep those extra options, bonus options for the end. Let's do our lips really quick though. Perfect. I'm gonna use this Essence lip gloss with a lip liner. I'm gonna go with my ColourPop Barbie lip liner, I think. No. Yes. Yeah, I think so. I just want to do a soft lip liner, basically just enhance my natural lip color again, but not like fully change the color. See, it's like the perfect lip shade for me. So whatever's your perfect nude, do that. And I'm actually just using the lip liner to fill it in. First, I'm gonna grab my plumper again. This is a plumper too, but like I want it, like I said, intense. Where did it go? Okay, my Too Faced lip injection. It's so glossy too without being glittery. Makes my lips look real juicy. Hang on. This is gonna be a multi-layer lip look. You don't have to do this though. Yeah, obviously you don't have to do any of this, but this is what I'm gonna do. I got this in a mystery box and occasionally I use this as the Huda Beauty lip strobe. It's intense, okay? Posh. I wanna keep that icy look. This looks good, but what you can do, add a little in the center. Yeah, tap it out. So if you have that laying around, you're like, what do I do with this? Do that inner rim highlight of your lips. And in case that wasn't enough, this is the Essence Extreme Shine Extreme Volume. Is there a shade name of this? I don't know. It's a sparkly white one. Oh, Milky Way. And this one's pretty intense too. Just blend it out. I could probably just have gone in with this instead of the lip injection. Look at how juicy that is. Frosty and juicy. Yeah, I think that's good. But do the Marilyn Monroe trick. Take your finger. Oh, you're gonna have a whole bunch of gunk in that middle if you're doing as many layers of lip gloss like I did. And you don't want to be talking and gooping, okay? I'm sorry, but this looks really cute. I'm not sorry. I really like this. Is it revolutionary? Not necessarily. I think there's just a name for this look. I'm sure some of you out there have already been doing this look forever. Like I said, it's kind of clean girl, but iced out. That's really what it is. And then like you get the blush. So it's a nice little blend of all techniques. That's why these trends are so fun. I'm gonna do a couple bonus options for you that want to try it out with me. I'm gonna put a few freckles on, you know, just to make it even more cutesy looking. I'm just using the ColourPop freckle pen. This has been my favorite freckle pen. Okay, that's a cute option. And then, I don't know, I'm back and forth on lashes. Vote right now. What do you think? Lashes, no lashes? Yell it at me through the screen because I think it's really pretty without the lashes. But let me just like throw them on top of this without gluing it just so you can see what this looks like. These are the Kiss Meredith Duxbury lashes in Drunken Love. I used these in one of my Lunar Beauty Advent Calendar palette looks videos that I just did, and I really liked them. But I think I don't want the drama today. Like, that's really pretty if you want that, but it's just not, it takes it like a whole different level. You know, lashes can totally change a look. That's a totally different look, you know? For the first time ever, I'm gonna go no lash. Like, I feel like this look looks better without a lash. Wow, who would have thought Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought? Okay, the other option I thought might be cool was, I have these Glitterly Obsessed from ColourPop. You're not supposed to put them next to the eye area, so user beware. Use at your own risk. Just be careful. It's not my fault. This is the Elsa one. Hang on. It's gone bad. I can't put that by my eye. Anyways, I was gonna put this right next to right there, but that, don't use the glitter. The glitter has gone bad. Okay. I don't know if I have another icy one. Hang on. I do not, because I do not buy duplicates of shades that I already have too similar of. I should have bought that Hocus Pocus one, but I didn't. I bought the purple one. Anyways, if you have a Glitterly Obsessed and you want to risk it for the biscuit, you can plop it right there, and I think that would look really icy and cool. But that's the finished look, you guys. I am more in love with it than I thought I would be, honestly. I know it's not much, like, and you can even add like a little bit more blush if you want to. Oh, that's what's nice about the powder, is like you can add it if you feel like you need a little bit more. Like, I need to look a little bit more sunburnt. Since we're not supposed to do that, let's add it with makeup, because it's still, oh, it's so cute. Why do I love it so much? I don't know, but I do. I feel pretty, and I feel wintry, and I feel like a snow bunny. And I'm ready to hit the slopes. No, I'm ready to go straight to the warming hut because I'm cold. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my version of the I'm cold makeup look. Dude, killing it, loving it. Let me know if you're excited to try it, and tag me in any of the looks that you do. If you do an I'm cold look, I want to see. Are you on a ski trip and you're going to try this out? Or are you going to be on the couch like I'm about to be on the couch, all cute as a snow bunny, and it's 60 something degrees outside in SoCal. Anyways, subscribe before you go, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.